Hi, my name's Holly Bryant. I am the leader of Holly's Hustlers. If you've landed on this page, it's because you either became a new distributor or you're interested in becoming a new distributor, or you have found me based on some training videos that might be out there. Either way, welcome. I'm happy to have you, and I'm happy to share my knowledge. I'm actually only 1 month into this journey, but I can see where it needs to go, and so I'm excited to share that, and I'm excited to be a leader of sorts, and I'm excited to inspire everyone to do what I'm doing. So, first of all, welcome to SeneGence. If I haven't told you already, some etiquette on this page that we'll have. Some of the tradition that I've seen on other pages that I've participated in is that, like, when you sign up a distributor under you, post a picture of your new downline, welcome them to the page, introduce them to their uplines, and when they make an accomplishment like moving up in rank, you also want to congratulate and post that here on this page. Other items of etiquette, there's going to be one in search of thread. So if you're in search of an item that you'd like to trade another distributor for, you can look there. But before you go there, try your immediate upline, and if they don't have it, then you can come here. Other than that, not too much in the way of etiquette. Just treat each other with respect and help each other, support each other. I'm putting all this out there because I really believe in good karma, and I think if I help you guys out, good things are going to come to me. So with that said, I want to tell you a little bit of my advice for new distributors. Things to help you get going, things to think about. There's so much to do. And the sooner you get started on this, the sooner you can become a leader, because you'll be surprised at how fast you go from just distributor to all of a sudden you have a team under you, and you need to be the one that you're the one that they're going to look at. So you're going to need to be the one with the answers. And I'm happy to house any of your downlines on this page and help them in any way that I can. But my main goal is to train at least my first downline to be able to help you the best way that they can, and to have the tools to help you the best way that they can. And if you're not my downline or even in my team, and you've landed here because you're interested in the training, welcome, and I hope you get something out of this that'll help you grow your team. Okay, so let's see. So the first thing that you're going to do as a new distributor is start your sales group. If you haven't started your business page yet, you need to do that. Go ahead and create a group, mark it as secret, and invite your upline to that group. Have them help you get organized. Have them help you come up with your name if you haven't already, and learn how to brand yourself. That person should be able to mentor you on that. Some must-haves: the Rona app, RHONNA. If you download that app, I think when I downloaded it, there was a free version, but from what I saw the other day, it looks like it costs $1.99. Worth the money unless you have something similar that does the same thing, but this enables you to take a picture and overlay text with cute text. I mean, it's got some really cute fonts, popular little icons like clovers and just neat little flags. Just everything that you kind of see that's cute is on that app. So I would download that app. That's the app I use to welcome my new distributors. I just overlay welcome so-and-so, and it works out really well. You can also use it for your business page when you're trying to market yourself. Another app you need to download is PhotoGrid or something similar, because you're going to want to be able to grid your stock photos to show what you have in stock, to be able to post that to your business page. And on your business page, you need to have some sort of a lookbook, whether that's stock photos or collage photos, something where people can go land to pick what color they want, and then you can give them direction. You can tag them in colors you think they might like when they're seeking advice. So your upline should be able to get you set up with that. I recommend downloading the lip stock photos to your phone. That way you can make collages on the go. And another tool I like to use on my phone is, I'm just going to show you really quick. So when you're in, I know at least with iPhone, I can't tell you with a Samsung, but so when you're in a photo and you click on these lines down here, it's going to give you this circle button at the top with the 3 dots. When you click on that, click on the toolbox, and when the toolbox opens, click on a color that you know will show up on the picture. And so say if you had done a collage of stock photos like this on PhotoGrid, and then you want to easily show people how many of each you have in stock, then you would just take your finger and go like this, and you can make sure it looks cuter than that, but that's the idea. And when you hit done, it'll just be on there. So that's one really fast, easy way that's already on your iPhone, doesn't require an app, that you can let people know how much of whatever you have in stock. Let's see. You're going to want to buy organza bags or similar, something to, and this is what it looks like, something to package your product in that looks professional and like worth the money. People are going to be spending $55 on a lip kit. They want to know that it's not just, you know, they want it to be professional. You want it to be professional. Stick your business card in here, or 2 or 3, and then hopefully they'll pass that along to their friends when they love the product. Other things you might consider: padded envelopes. You can order these on Amazon. I think I ordered this whole pouch for like $5 or $6. So I just have those on hand. You're going to want to sign up for PayPal or Square. I recommend PayPal for one reason, for a couple reasons really. Once you invoice someone and they pay, you can click on print a postage label, and it'll deduct from your PayPal balance. So say they pay their $55 plus shipping plus transaction fee, whatever. It'll deduct the $277-ish that shipping will cost from your PayPal balance, and then it will allow you to print that label, and it looks super professional. Then I don't even do it on sticker paper. I just print it on regular paper, and then I cut it out, paste it on my padded envelope, and it looks really professional and legit. So I like that because I want it to be really professional for my customers. Other things that you will want to buy, because I highly, highly recommend that you go live at least once a week on your personal Facebook page or in your sales group, whichever. Things that you'll need, and you'll see on my pinned video on my personal page, my phone fell a couple times and it's just ridiculous. So I immediately invested in a little tripod, $13, and a, let's see, I have it on right now, but just so you can see, a selfie ring light. You can also take selfies with it. And yeah, so this you'll just attach to the top of your phone. Let's see. It'll look like that. And it helps you take better selfies with the lighting. And when you go live, it helps you not look so haunted. And for some reason, That's why I'm distracted right now. Oh, I think I need to charge it. But it's lucky for me, it's super bright in my window right now, so I don't think I look too haunted. But I do recommend buying. This was like $5 and my tripod was 13. And I have the links to those Amazon links in a document in my files on this page. Let's see. Another must-have is a business card. You need to go to Vistaprint or Zazzle and whatever branding strategy that you came up with your upline, put that logo at the top. You can either go sideways or long ways, however you want to design it, and put that logo at the top. If you say SeneGence on there, you need to say independent distributor with that in order to stay with compliance. And you're going to want to keep like a handful of those in your purse at all times so that you can pass those around as you meet people. I'm so excited about LipSense. I'm talking to everyone about it. I was checking out at Kohl's today and I handed my card to the cashier because she had really bright lipstick on, and I said, "Hey, your lips look great. I sell lipstick actually that doesn't come off." And she said, "Really?" And I said, "Have you ever heard of LipSense?" And she said, "No, we're in Texas. So like I've been telling everyone, nobody knows what this product is." So she's like, "No." And I said, "Yeah, see, it doesn't come off and it stays on all day." And she was like, "Oh." And so I just said, "Here's my business card. I know you're working, so look up my Facebook group later." So just don't be afraid to talk to anyone. Have your business cards with you at all times. Another thing that they talk about a lot is on your hand, wear your stripes, which is just your samples of maybe 4 or 5 different colors that you have. Stripe it on here, 3 layers each, and people will actually ask you what that is, and it's a great conversation starter. So start wearing your stripes around. Another recommendation I would have is try to attend at least 1 training a week. It's hard to set aside a time or hop onto everyone's live videos right when they're happening, but commit to getting on those trainings and listening. And a lot of it is stuff you already know. But for me, it just motivates me, and it sometimes sparks an idea in myself that maybe I wouldn't have otherwise thought of if I had just not done anything. So it's always good to listen to success stories and emulate those above you who are having success. So one of the big things I wanted to touch on before I move on to some other business items is just, you signed up for a reason. Either you wanted to be a casual seller, or you kind of think in the back of your mind, like, I might be able to make something out of this. I kind of want the lipstick empire. All you have to do is decide that's what you want and start seeing the vision, okay? So I am seeing that vision for myself. I'm going to attain it. I do want to eventually quit my day job. I want to do this full time. I'm having a blast doing it. So go ahead and commit to it. All you need to do is, after you've listened to a few of your uplines or a few, people who have been successful with this, after you listen to what they're telling you, and if they're telling you to go on Facebook Live, if they're telling you to post the 711 or the 911 rule, like 1 sales post a week, 1 recruiting post a week, and they're giving you strategies like that, it's because it worked for them. Don't hear something in one ear and say, "That's great for them, but I'm not going to do it because I'm embarrassed." Or, "That's great for them. That worked for them, but I don't need to do that because you're better than they are?" No, you need to grind. You need to hustle. You need to heed their advice. And as soon as you let go of whatever your excuses are, is the sooner you'll succeed. And the sooner you drop your self-doubt, the sooner you will succeed. So what you need to do right now is just drop that baggage off at the door and commit to yourself that when you hear the advice, step outside of yourself and imagine yourself following through. If someone tells you to go on Facebook Live and they say that, I went on Facebook Live and I got 3 recruits out of it. I grew my team by 3. Think to yourself, wow, let me see what they said, and why don't I emulate that? This is not anything new. You don't need to recreate the wheel. Just do what the successful people above you have done and you will succeed. Especially if you see the vision and you're excited about it and you wear the product and you are the brand, you will succeed. So just kind of know that in your being. Just know that when you try, you're going to accomplish the goals that you set out to do. Please know that on this page, we will always be talking and teaching as though you want to build a lipstick empire. If you already know that's not for you and you just want the wholesale discount and you're buying casually and selling casually, you don't need to heed this at all. Like, that's your prerogative. We welcome you to be here and we're happy you're here. But just know that you don't need to feel the pressure of everything that we're talking about here. I'm always going to address and teach you guys as though you want to build a lipstick empire. So just know that, and just kind of know, at the end of the day, if your math isn't adding up and you can't make a 300 PV order or a 750 PV order to get the deepest discount, just spread your orders out, for crying out loud. Like, don't kill yourself trying to do something that's not feasible. Spread your orders out, take a hard look in the mirror, and try to figure out why your product isn't moving or whatever. Work with your upline and come up with a strategy to improve. Come up with a strategy to make your sales goals. So just realize that at the end of the day, our goals are to make those orders, but at the end of the day, you don't need to. There's no requirement. I think the only requirement to maintain your membership is 100 PV, which is 200 retail per 6 months. So really, if you order one time, you're going to make that minimum in order to hang on to your membership. So there's really nothing to worry about in that way. I just want you to know that we're always going to talk and teach as though you want to really push to the limits. Okay, so I want to talk about orders a little bit. PV is tracked by calendar month, and fast starts are tracked by your start date. Fast start program is currently suspended, but many of you have signed up before that February 20th midnight deadline, and you still have access to those benefits. So you can actually track that in back office and figure out if you've hit your 30, 60, or 90. And instead of product, you'll be getting SeneBucks, which is just as good because now you can turn around and buy lip scents with it or whatever product you think you might be able to sell. So like I was saying before, just order what you need to sustain your demand. Order early enough so you don't keep your customers waiting. So you kind of need to know where your reorder point is in the process. When you drop down to however many lipsticks that is that you need to keep on hand in case you have orders, keep that on hand and then place your order in enough, it's called just-in-time logistics, okay? I'm a logistics officer on the National Guard, so I've been involved with logistics my whole life. So just-in-time logistics, that's basically you want to have your just enough product in just the right timing to provide that to your customer. And that way you keep inventory medium low, and you keep your costs low and your overhead low, and your customer happy because you have just enough. So you have to find that happy medium for yourself. And after a month or two, you might kind of figure out where you're at. And when you order a variety if possible, and try to start building your tester collection. One of my goals is to force myself to pop open one of each color. So every time I order a color, I order 2. And I'm going to force myself to grow my tester inventory because I believe what my uplines are telling me. I believe that if I have a big tester inventory, that it's going to make me more successful because I can go help my downlines, my new recruits, to do their launch parties, and I can bring my tester kit and help them be more successful, which then makes me more successful. And if I go approach a boutique or a hair salon or a nail salon or a lash bar, I have a huge choice for them to look through. And I don't have to be like, oh, don't pop that seal. Oh, don't pop that seal. You know, so it's going to bring my blood pressure down a little bit by just increasing my testers. And so I encourage you to do the same. If you want to qualify for your commissions checks, you need to strive for 300 PV a month. Okay? However, like I said before, there is no minimum and there is no auto ship. So what that means to you is a lot of you are new. So there is no minimum. You're not getting a commission. So it really doesn't matter how much you order. It's all about you testing the waters and figuring out what inventory level is going to work for you. Okay, so the goal is you're going to start getting downlines real fast, right? Because you're into this and they're going to love the product and they're going to want to do what you're doing. So at that point, that's when you would make your mathematical analysis. And if you can't see it, ask your upline for help or message me. I'm willing to help anyone. At the time, you need to make that decision like, okay, I have 3 downlines. This is what their PSV is. And I have a commissions calculator on the spreadsheet that I want you guys to use, okay? That's also located in the files section on my page. So you need to go do that analysis. So if you have, say you've got 3 downlines, they've got massive PSV orders for the month, and your commissions calculator is telling you that you're going to make, say $300 for your commission check. And if you don't make a 300 PV order, you're not going to qualify for that check. So in my mind, I'm just thinking it makes sense to go ahead and place the 600 retail order, 300 PV order, so I can get my $300 commission check, and that turns around and pays for my product. You know, so you kind of have to do that mathematical analysis at the time. There's also something called SeneSeller. If you want to strive for significant SeneSeller, you need to be making 700 PV orders every single month. That qualifies you for free product and some other little initiatives like getting your product packaged up and shipped out priority over everybody else. Not priority shipping, but it will be dropped into its package and shipped out to you. You'll bump to the front of the line, basically, which is huge because right now, when I drop my orders, there's like a 10-day lag before they start packing my box because there's that much demand for the product. So just keep that in mind. We can talk more about SeneSeller another time, but I just wanted to mention that to you. If it's something that's important to you, that's another something to strive for. So there's kind of a couple marks. You know, you want to hit your 300, you want to hit your 750, and so. But it all goes back to your analysis of how your business is going. So you want to make sure that your business is solvent. You don't ever want to do something that's going to put you in a bind. So you need to be careful in that way. Currently, if you want the deepest discount for your product when you buy it, you need to spend 750 PV, which is $1,500 carded, and then your discount will be 50%. You want the deepest discount because then you can capitalize on the biggest margin. So my recommendation to you is, if it seems like a lot, I know that, but if you spread it out and you realize you're just-in-time ordering, whether that frequency is once a month, 750 PV, or once every 2 months, however long that 750 PV will sustain you is what I recommend you to do, because you want the deepest discount. Now, if you don't have $750 of seed money to get this started, you can still get 40% off of a 300 PV order. So I still recommend, that's a very good, generous discount still at 300. And I recommend you just go ahead and get started and don't wait any longer, because you can at least make a 40% profit margin on a 300 PV order, and that'll give you more seed money to eventually get to the 750 level where you want to be at for the biggest discount. So just keep that in mind. let's see, I kind of addressed this. I just want to talk about why you're here. Like, you're either tired of your job, you want to try something new, you understand the market, and there's an opportunity here. You might be nervous about network marketing. I get that. You say MLM and people cringe. That was me. I don't want to be involved with that. Another thing to think about, and I address that MLM stuff on my recruiting video on my personal page, which is pinned to the top. So if you click on my name and go there, you can see what I say about the MLM aspect and why I changed my mind about the MLM thing. But just keep in mind that like 95% of people who get into direct sales to do something beyond just casually selling or having access to wholesale discounts, 95% of those people fail. And it's because they have a lack of will. Now, with SeneGence, because we have such a small pool of distributors, I would even improve your odds to 50-50. But even with 50-50, you still need to commit 100%. And like I said before, you need to emulate what your uplines and those who are successful have done before you. And if you don't, you're not going to move forward. Listen to them when they say go live. Treat this like a real job. You want to quit your day job, right? So treat this like a real job, and you have to grind at this full time. You should be thinking about it all of the time. It's much more fun and fulfilling to me than my regular job, even though my regular job is pretty fulfilling. I just want this opportunity to get out there to you guys because, and I'm glad you're either considering it or you've already signed on. I just want to motivate you and light a fire under you that you can do this, and you just have to let go of your self-doubt. Recommendations for posting and live on Facebook. Your post to your business page several times a week. I don't think it's necessary to post every day. There are guidelines out there that suggest that you post every day something not sales related. And then once a week you make a sales related post, and once a week you make a recruiting post. I try to inventory in my mind who's liking my posts and who's commenting on my posts. A lot of times people are doing it just to support you. They want to help bump your post in the feed. Like, I have friends in direct sales and I do the same thing for them. I'm like, not necessarily interested in buying. Sometimes I am, but so I'll like their post, and that's cool and nice to do. But there are people that you're going to start to wonder, like, okay, is this person really, like, they either really want to try this, or maybe I should offer this opportunity to them. And really, this is not your opportunity to withhold. People, I'm kind of skipping ahead to what I want to talk about on recruiting. Like, if you're excited about this, which I am, and you guys are, you should be offering this to everyone. It's not yours to withhold, like I was saying. It's an opportunity where your work ethic is actually rewarded. What you put into this is what you're going to get out of it. What you listen to and heed to is going to give you results. It's not up to you to make the decision for someone else. All you can do is share the opportunity, and they can decide whether they want to do it or not. And you're going to get some hard no's. Some people are like, no. I'd rather just pay retail. I'd rather pay double, triple. I love the product, but I do not want to be involved in sales. That's fine. That's a hard no. Maybe. It's a hard no with a seed planted, okay? You're going to get a lot of soft no's. Those, you'll want to follow up. The seed is planted, and they are watching you, okay? They're watching what you're doing on your business page. They're watching what you're doing on your personal page. They're watching your live videos, okay? The seed's planted. They're highly interested. And let a couple days go by. Do something on your feed that you think might pique their interest, and then follow up. Hey, did you like your product? Hey, did you think about what we talked about? Hey, did you watch my video I tagged you in? And let them decide for themselves. If they may continue to say no, and that's fine. And then you're going to flip some of them and they're going to say, oh, okay, I'll do it. And then you just have to give them the confidence that, like, if you do this, I'm going to be here to help you. I have people above me who are going to help you. These tools are already out there. You will not have to recreate the wheel. Everything is laid out for you. You just need to jump in and trust the process, okay? And you will get people when you least expect it. I had someone PM me who was like, I'd love to test the product. And I hadn't talked to this person in a while, and I was just taken aback by it. So I said, sure, let's set up a demo. So you never know who's watching you, and it might surprise you who reaches out. Another thing that I like to do is when I notice friends who are always wearing bright, vibrant colors, I will private message them and prospect with them, because I'll just let them know, hey, I didn't know if you saw, but I sell lipstick that doesn't come off. Like, I see that you write, I see that you wear bright, fun colors, and wouldn't you love to have some lipstick that won't kiss off on your babies, or your husband, or your spouse, or your partner? Wouldn't you love to have some lipstick that doesn't come off on your glass? And a lot of times they'll be like, oh, you know, people aren't on Facebook all the time. They might have missed the whole thing. They might have missed your whole sales page. They might have unfollowed your group by accident. And that's another thing. When you start your sales group, once you have it set up with your upline how you want it, you're going to take it from secret to closed, and then you're going to drop all your girlfriends in it. Okay? And if you're one of my male downlines, if, you know, I'm planning on getting some salon owners and things like that. So I do plan to have male downlines. You're going to add all your girlfriends, guy friends, hairdresser friends, whoever, like, add them to your group. All they have to do is politely leave or turn off notifications. It's just like inviting someone to a party. They're either going to come or they're not going to come. Don't even look at who's left your group, because you don't want to feel bad about it. It doesn't even matter. This is what I'm talking about. When someone tells you to trust the process and go ahead and do it, like going Facebook Live, just do it. Let go of how you feel about it and just do it. Like, that was probably the biggest moment for me when I was setting up my group page. I Marco Polo'd with my sister and sister-in-law, and I said, I'm to the part where I have to add people to the group. I'm having diarrhea, like, not real diarrhea, but like, I'm so nervous. And my sister-in-law, Megan, said, just do it. Don't even think about it. Just click, click, click. And that's what I did. And that was hard to believe, but that was harder than me going on Facebook Live. Yeah. So once I kind of like put it out there, I felt better about it and just moved on, because I knew I was going to make myself do what I need to do. So another thing, you're new right now, but you're not going to be new very long. I've been doing this for a month, and I'm already leading a team. So be positive and think in advance. You have your sales page set up now. It's time to start thinking about your team page. Just go ahead and make your team page. Put it as secret. You can be in there by yourself, or you can invite your upline with you. And you can start setting it up. You can steal documents from my page. You can, you know, put informational things like the ranks and anything else that you think your future team might want. You can start prepping videos like this welcome video I have, and you can have that as the greeting. You can even treat it as a landing page for recruits, and you can keep it secret too. So if you have a recruit and you have a video recorded, say you went live with nobody on your page, like, so that's not even nerve-wracking. You just go live to your team page and give your pitch and leave that as your landing page pinned at the top. And when you have a recruit, you can add them to that group, have them view your video and see what they think. And then hopefully they will sign up, and you can just go ahead and keep them on your team page and continue to grow it from there. Eventually you'll turn it from secret to closed. I like the groups to be closed. Some people like their sales pages to be public. I prefer closed because then I feel like my clients are confident to post some selfies and things like of that nature that they wouldn't necessarily want showing up in everybody's feed or whatever, but they can know that they'll be able to post it to my group and not have to worry about privacy stuff. So that's why I like it closed. It's not necessary. If you want it open, it's easier for people to add themselves for sure. But it's just as easy to just approve those member requests and to drop people into your group. If you get a new Facebook friend, just drop them in your sales group. So that is it. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop it in the thread of this video and we will try and get those answered for you. Kept it to right about 35 minutes. So hopefully you got something out of this. Hopefully you got something out of this and you're motivated to get started. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to message me or whatever. I'm available anytime. I'm obsessed with this stuff. I want to help everyone. And let's do this. Let's be the most successful hustlers that there are, and let's build this lipstick empire. It's great to have you on the team.